welcome and welcome back to the Guide of Enlightenment. I hope all is well with y'all. I have a channel message that I want to share with y'all, and I hope this finds the people that it's meant to find. So make sure y'all do me a favor, tag a friend and tell a friend and tag a friend and tag a friend, okay? If this message is for somebody who you know, or even if not, just share this message, y'all. So I got this message a few days, I want to say, before the holiday. And so I hope it's still hope I'm not too late getting this word to the person or people who need to see and receive this message. And so I started singing the song. I don't remember the name of it, but the lyrics were, they see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, they trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me right. That song. And from that channel message, I was writing stuff down. And so this is about someone you may have recently, you or someone you know, recently reported something. You reported some type of information pertaining to someone. Um, and whatever this information was, there's some people who are not a fan of you having reported this information. You reported something and it was absolutely the right thing to do, 111 on the clock, as I say that. So that's your confirmation. What you did was the right thing to do. However, there are a lot of people who do not agree, because whatever this thing was that you reported, whatever this thing was that you said, it literally was something that people, it was one of three things, and this is how Holy Spirit gave it to me. Either one, it was illegal but it shouldn't have been illegal. It was legal but it shouldn't be, right? It shouldn't be legal. People see it as, people think that it shouldn't be legal. Or it's legal but it hasn't always been legal, meaning this was something that was recently, a law was recently put into place to say that that thing is no longer legal or something like that, right? Or that thing is no longer illegal, excuse me. And so whatever it is, however you look at it, right? um People are not agreeing with whatever this thing was, but you see things in a different way, in a different manner. And this is something you went back and forth with yourself about. You went back and forth for a while. And I was hearing the number 4 when I was receiving this channel message, 222 on the clock. I was hearing the number 4 when I was getting this message. So it could have been something significant about the number 4. This could have been 4 days ago, 4 weeks ago, 4 months ago, or you were going back and forth about this thing for 4 days or for 4 weeks before you finally decided to report this thing, right? Um, and so something about the number 4 is very significant, but you literally went back and forth about it. And I just kept hearing the lyrics. They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, they trying to catch me riding dirty. So somebody is now trying to catch you riding dirty. Somebody is trying to catch you slipping. Somebody is trying to catch you on the flip side because you did the right thing and reported whatever this information was. And there are people who have labeled you as a snitch. And let me be very clear about this word. A lot of people have misinterpreted what the word snitch actually means. A snitch is a person who reports information for the purpose of their own personal gain. 321 on the clock when I said that. A snitch is a person who reports information for their own personal gain. Meaning, if you go and report information about a person because you know you're going to get that reward for it, 333 on the clock, you know you're going to get that reward for it, then that's on you. If you know that you're reporting that information because you're going to get some type of benefit from it for you, yourself, or your family or something like that, you a snitch. That's what a snitch is. But if you're a person who reports information because it's the right thing to do, if you report information because it's what needs to be done, you know it's going to help balance the scales, you know it's going to help bring justice to whatever the situation was, then you're not a snitch. You are doing the right thing that needs to be done, right? And so when this channel message came through, it came through with that song 411 on the clock. So this is an urgent word. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for that confirmation. Somebody needs to hear this. You reported this information and you went back and forth with yourself about it for a good minute, and you finally did the right thing. And I'm here to tell you that you did what you needed to do, and I'm proud of you. Right now you may still be on the fence a little bit about whether or not you were doing the right thing, or if your heart was in the right place, or if you could have done it any better. Get out of your head, stop overthinking it, stop contemplating and going back and forth with yourself about it. And 441, the number 441 and 144 is significant as well, so that's more number 4s. um and so whatever this thing was, you did the right thing. Oh, and then the other part was, so the car, there's a car involved here. You have a car. um and your car is decked out. You have a car that's really, really decked out, right? And so the inside and or the outside of your car may either be purple. What was the colors? It was purple, red, yellow, or blue, or maybe even gold, right? But one of those colors are very significant. The inside and or the outside of your car may be one of those colors, right? And you have this really like decked out car. And so you're a person where when you're riding down the street, people know you're coming because they know your music, they know the sound of your car, they know your car when it cranks up. And these people are literally trying to catch you slipping. So I don't know if this is a warning for somebody, but people are trying to catch you slipping um, because they're mad about whatever this information was that you reported 555. They're mad about whatever it was that you reported, and it's ultimately it's pissing them off because they can't. I just heard hiding in plain sight. Something that you reported was something that you hid, that they were hiding in plain sight. And so now that you reported this information, they're not able to be as inconspicuous as they once were. And so now they're having to go above and beyond to do whatever their dirty work was. They're having to hide it better. Or they're having to, and it's causing them to lose money. It's causing them to lose whatever whatever that they had going on. They feel like they're losing at this moment. But anyway, um the other part of the channel message came through from the TV show. Yeah, I'm a TV show movie person, and so the TV show Spirit Team speaks to me through movies and TV shows, right? So the TV show Chicago PD, there's a cop on there called Officer Atwater, right? And so he's one of the black cops. I think he's the only black cop on the intelligence team, right? And he found out some information about one of the white cops who was doing some, I don't know if it was racist behavior or whatever it was, but he went back and forth with this information for a while, for literally a few days. If it was probably about 4 days, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, he went back and forth for a while about this information, and then he finally decided to report it. And what happened was um he ended up he ended up having some of the other cops on the team try to or some of the cops in the police station try to set him up. They put drugs, right, paraphernalia in his car, and tried to have this man set up so that he could lose his job and his pension and his car and everything else, right? So that they could have him so hemmed up it would discredit the reporting that he did of the other cop who was doing the wrong thing, because they felt like he was discrediting the badge, or he was discrediting they felt like he was discrediting, he went against the blue honor, right? So in the police force, they have this blue, they call it the blue code, right? They felt like he went against the blue code. And so he chose to stand within who he was as a black man, right? And not go against that. He chose to honor himself and stand within the principles of who he is. And so whoever this message is for, you are a person who chose to stand on your standards. You chose to stand on your principles. You chose to walk in the morality of who you are. And for whatever reason you chose to do that, you chose right. And people, and whatever this thing was that you chose to stand in, there's going to be people who are going to be trying to come up against you. But one thing's for certain and two things for sure. Just like on the TV show, they stood for him, right? His team, the intelligence team, stood for him. They protected him. They supported him as much as they possibly could. And so whoever this word is for, please know that you did the right thing. Please know that you reported what you needed to report. Please know that you are not a snitch. You did the right thing, even though it may not feel like it in this moment. You may be going back and forth with yourself about it, but you did the right thing, and I'm proud of you. Your spirit team is proud of you. Your ancestors is proud of you. You should be proud of you, because there are sometimes we go back and forth about things and we don't realize how, when we refuse to do something, we don't recognize how our refusal to do something allows for that thing to continue to happen, and it trickles down the line and continues to happen from one generation to the next and to the next, right? So whoever this message is for, I'm proud of you. I'm happy that you did what you did. Comment below and let me know if this was your word. But I love you. I love you. I love you. Until next time. Deuces.